Hello, welcome back, and I am grateful that you're taking the time to be with me. I suggest that you accompany me with a cup of your favorite beverage, so cheers. This video is about a painting that I decided to do after I did a nature sketch. Robert was away and I was in the living room and I thought, what could I do? And I saw my violets, my African violets, and I thought, well, why don't you paint them? Once I started, I thought also, well, let's do something a little bit like a nature journal, and I ended up doing this here. So I wrote down what I noticed about how every spring around April, my violets, they bloom. This one is a strong, bold purple flowers, and also another thing that I wanted to write down is that these flowers, I got them back in 1992. Of course, it dies and it regenerates and all that, but it's the same plant since 1992. I love it, and it's just a beautiful plant. Then what I thought is, why not, in this case, describe, while looking at the actual plant, describe what I was seeing. And I noticed that the edges of the petals were soft. The edges of the leaves, it's soft. There are some veins that will show on these leaves. And also there's a lot of white spots. I was describing the flower, and it's funny how the minute you start looking at it with eyes to try to understand the plant, it's wonderful to realize, like the life and how the plant functions. And the materials that I use, my watercolors from Danielle Smith, and my Holbein gouache. I also used Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer watercolor markers. The leaves on the violet, it's not a dark green and they have white specks. The gouache didn't work out, so I used the Molotow One for All acrylic twin marker. I painted with my water reservoir paintbrush from Pentel. So that's what I used in my sketchbook. I did another one the following day. I did another violet, and it's this one here. This one is a bit different. The leaves are dark green, and the edges of the flower, they're like ruffles. And these were given to me by my mother-in-law back in 2002. Today is May 12th. I want to do a video this week, and I will be doing these flowers. Okay, I forgot to film what I was doing, so I kind of drew here with my brush the violets that are here. And to do the contour, I used right from the bottle dioxazine purple. In the middle of the violets themselves that I'm painting, I added brilliant purple. So I'm getting this shade here. Not sure if I will continue with that, but we'll see. So I'll continue painting. I had leftover paint from the T-Series, and instead of wasting it, I covered this surface. This little canvas is, let me see, a square foot. I rarely paint dimensions like that, but I thought, well, it's a good practice for me to work on a smaller scale, and it's a square, so that will be fun too. So let's do this, and I hope you will enjoy. It's wonderful to see how long a plant can live with you. I won't even say really take care of them. I water my plants, I make sure they have good light, and sometimes I even forget to water them. but they keep coming back, and I think maybe they are in the right environment. Another thing that I do, maybe I shouldn't tell you, but anyways, I do it. I talk to my plants. I tell them how beautiful they are and how they make me feel happy just by looking at them. And I know it's silly, but I don't think it's that silly. I do like to talk to my plants, so I do that. I tell them how pretty they are, and I think they thank me by showing me how really pretty they are. What I will do now is we'll start doing the leaves, the contour of the leaves. As I will use green gold and add a little bit of the chromium oxide green and see what I will come up with. I just added a little bit of the cadmium oxide green because it's powerful and it's opaque, and the other one is transparent. So let's do some of the leaves. As you can see, I don't follow the pattern, I just go with the flow, and that's how it happens, and this is the first layer. And I'm very generous with the quantity of acrylic. Here I mixed raw sienna and added a little bit of yellow medium azo, So what I will do with that is do the stems of the leaves. To me, this is all the first layer, and I'm just feeling my way in the composition. I am resisting, it's very tempting to put the yellow, how do they call that? The stamens. Yeah. So I am resisting putting the yellow stamens because it would immediately pop up. But I still have to work the layers of the violets and make the composition much better. And so I will wait for this to dry, and then so before I continue, I will do the soil, and then I will decide what color I will put the vase. I will use red oxide, burnt umber, and raw umber. I mixed what I had already mixed together, the raw sienna and the yellow medium azo, and added red oxide to the mix, and I got this, it's like a terracotta color. Okay, let me explain a little bit what I've done. I decided not to do a vase because, you see, I did it over here and I liked it in my composition, but I don't know, the minute I started doing the layout of the flowers on this square canvas, I wanted the flower to be in the soil, not in a vase. I wanted it to be in nature. And so initially I started doing kind of a vase shape, and I have to say I hated it. I should have listened to my initial gut reaction. And so what I did is I covered the whole surface here, and I will make it look like soil later on in the composition. So I applied 2 other layers of paint, transparent paint, over the leaves, and I'm quite happy with that. The flowers, the violets, I also played with several layers of paint. So I added lighter purple with then darker to try to give it form, I should say. Now, what I will do is the leaves of this violet, they have like really white spots all over the place, all over the leaves. They have like designs, white designs. So I'm using transparent white light, and I'm applying it over the leaves. So that's what I will be doing for a little while. Instead of using this paintbrush, I will use this here that's very scratchy, and that's what I want to use. So. Just adding some of the mixture that I had, because there are areas I don't like. So it's just pushing the white a little bit and adding some layer. I like the transparency of the colors, then I can, it's like a glaze really, and so it's fun. For the soil, what I will do is play. See, this paintbrush is like, it's really on its last legs, last leg. And it's, but it's fun because I have absolutely no control over this brush, and it creates fun designs, fun effects. I have not looked at my reference for quite a while, and that's how I like to work, because then you become more involved in the painting itself. It becomes, I guess, part of what you're doing. It's your, there's the creativity has kicked in, and although I do know what the violet looks like, I am not exactly following what it should look like, and I love this. Working with acrylics has been, it's an eye-opener for me, and I quite enjoy. Okay, I don't know if you can see properly, but it's no longer looking like the way it was looking when I started, and that's how I want it. Because I think what happens is that you become more involved with your subject, and things open up. Just something, there's something inside you that opens up, and that's beautiful when you feel it. I absolutely love it when I can get out of my being tight and controlled, and I just go with it. It is fun. It really is fun, and that's what I'm aiming. I have to say, when I first started the painting, I was really tight, very, for some reason, the minute I pick up a canvas, I get tensed, or I don't know. It's as if like, oh, this is special, you have a canvas. Well, it is special, but it's not the end of the world, and it should not prevent you from enjoying the whole process of creativity, of painting. And to me, just doing this here and feeling my way, I am very, very happy to do that. Okay. So, I think that's it. There are a few things I want to do, and like the stems, I need to work them out, and I need to add some lights there. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and as you could see, I did struggle a little bit at one point, but I overcame the obstacle and moved on, so that was a really good feeling. Enjoy the long weekend, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.